Hey, we're rolling. We're rolling.
We're rolling.
I'm excited about today
Why?
because what we're going to talk about.
That's true.
You guys are going to like this.
Yep.
I'm having a hard time with my hair.
It's okay.
Can I shave my head? Do you guys want to see me with a shaved head?
No. We'll figure it out tomorrow.
How many of you guys have gone that far?
All
right.
right. Daily videos during
Boom.
this time of uncertainty and sitting around doing nothing. Okay, so I'll jump right in. You ready?
Yes.
Are you ready? Okay.
Yes.
So a few weeks back, we did a video that was 5 things you can do to plan your next adventure now. And one of those items, one of those 5 things was our adventure planner. So what we're going to do today,
Super key
what's that?
because, I mean, we've been saying this. If we're not adventuring out there, then we should be planning for adventure, not just in this day and age,
Yes.
but at any time. At any time. If you're working, you're not on an adventure, you can always be planning your adventure for when you get to hit the trail.
Agreed.
Agreed.
So what this
do the clouds mean?
is, we'll get to that.
Okay.
This is a free PDF you can get on our website.
Link in the description.
You don't have to give us your email, like it's
I'll forget.
really poor marketing on our part, but here we are. So you just click the link in the YouTube video, in this video.
And if I forget, just write in the comments, Michael, you forgot the link to the PDF. I will put it
Oh,
in
that's
there.
true.
I will put it in there.
That's true. I'll make sure too.
Okay.
So it's pretty straightforward. You can download this off our website. And what this planner does is it takes you through the entire process from before, during, and after a trip. This is based purely on Michael and I trekking around for the past 9 years.
Yep.
And
What we do too is we have an area for it on this, but we make notes every time we go on a trip.
yep,
Things we needed, things we didn't need, things we wish we had.
all the things. We'll get
Things
to
we
it.
had,
We'll
not
get to it. Let's start at the very, very top.
It all goes into this.
It's this. Okay, so starting at the top. The first thing that this planner has you think about is your destination, duration. That's it. Where are you going? How long are you planning to stay out and about? From there, you can start to get a better idea around how many miles you're going to travel, how many people you're traveling with, and what I find to be the most informative piece of research, the historical weather for the region you are traveling into.
It's pretty darn good too. Sure, there are anomalies, but it's been pretty consistent.
Yeah, it's been very consistent.
Cool.
So on this planner, we have everything from, we have all of those details that you can put on paper. I find personally, as much as I love the digital world and the digital space, sometimes there's nothing that beats like pen and paper. So for me, when I'm brainstorming, when I'm starting to come up with the shape of the trip, this is where I start right up here. And so there's a space for you to track what weather to expect. Again, how many people, how many miles you'll be putting on your vehicle. And then right below that, I'm assuming you're gonna like cut in little pictures of it.
Yeah, no, I will.
Okay.
You guys can see what
Okay.
she's talking about right now.
So another thing to do is to start taking notes on the route. So if you know you're going from point A to point B to point A again, you can get a bigger picture view of what's there, what's along the way, what are the must-sees, what are the must-dos, what would be a great place to stop, possible off-grid campsites because you're looking at Google Earth. This is just more of an area to jot down all of the possibilities and then refine it to, okay, no, I really want to do this one trail.
Yep.
Or I really want to find this spot. Or I want to go see that view.
And that's good for if you want to maximize your time. We've done a thing in the past where we've done the 3-day 500-mile challenge, which is pick 3 spots and go 500 miles for a single trip if you have an extended weekend.
That's a lot.
If you want to maximize what you're going to see, this is a great area to jot down those must-see things. But I'm also thinking about, the other the other approach to this, and I am the master of no plan guy. Like I'll say I want to go here, but then I don't know where I'm going to go next, and that's
fine too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we do
I
that.
love doing that. But sometimes you do want to stick to a plan, and for some folks, having it all planned out is better right up front. And there are also some guidelines on here that are relevant to every trip.
Well, and it's easier to go off plan when you have a plan.
Yes.
If that makes sense. Anyways.
Well, you're guaranteed to go off plan as long as you have a plan.
All right.
Have a plan to depart from.
Moving on to the vehicle. That was really good, by the way.
Which part?
That last one you did.
Which one?
Giving you praise.
For what?
The having a plan to move off plan, or if you have a plan, you're going to move off. Your whole
A
planning.
plan is a list of things that can go wrong.
Yes.
So keep it short.
It's really good. Okay. Vehicle pre-trip. This is you. Go ahead
Okay.
and talk through this.
Visual inspection, you want to do that. Spend a good amount of time checking out your vehicle. I do it before every trip. You'll find things, and some things need to be addressed before you go on any, especially off-grid trip of any duration. I've found hoses that are too brittle because I drive a 96, right? Testing the hoses just to make sure they're soft and as they should be.
A radiator.
But also, yeah, radiator. Although those were micro cracks in the top radio reservoir that I'm not sure I would have spotted with the naked eye in my own defense. Okay, so, but of course you're gonna check the basics like your lights, your fluid levels, your tire pressure and things of that nature. So do your pre-vehicle check, and what I would recommend is modify this list for your vehicle uses, depending on the age, depending on the type of vehicle. This is a good general list, but then refine it. Make sure you hit those points before you're actually out there on the road. It'll give you peace of mind when you're traveling as well.
My favorite is when you jump on the outside of the truck, like a monkey,
Yeah,
and you shake it for rattles.
yeah,
It's very entertaining.
because I don't like rattles.
It does not.
No, rattles, no.
Okay, moving on. This is all under the pre-adventure category here. On the trip planner, we say double check, but here in our home, we call it the stupid check.
We do.
Because you sure feel stupid when you leave one of these items at home.
Stupid check.
Ask us how we know. So everything from tent to sleeping gear. Remember when you forgot my pillow? That was not fun. For you, because I took your
haven't-
pillow.
I haven't forgotten since.
Power supplies, campfire gear, just all of those small things, making sure you have propane and fuel ready to go, your GPS and nav, first aid, emergency kit, fire kit, just all the things.
Meal plan is a great thing. So that's
Are we
one of those
moving on?
categories.
We're moving on.
Oh,
I have a system.
we're moving on.
Oh, okay, great. Okay. Food and meals.
Food and meals.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Yeah.
so meals and food, that's one of those areas that can explode if you don't plan. You want to plan your meals because otherwise you'll end up bringing too much stuff. So going by this day by day, meal by meal, good idea. I do that on most trips.
Remember, okay, true story. We took some friends out. This is a long time ago. And we took some friends out. We said, hey, we're going to this location. We'll set up camp here. Then we'll all hop in the truck and go. And our friend texted me saying, hey, what are we going to eat? What are we going to do? And she's going back and forth. And I was just like, you know what? I'm sure what you'll get will be fine. And in my head,
Oh,
I was
that
like,
trip.
I was like, surely she won't spend $400 at Trader Joe's for a weekend.
Yep. Plan your meals.
Guess what she did?
Plan-
She showed up I was like, oh my stars.
So plan your
what?
meals. Don't buy a bunch of stuff. And here's the other thing I'll say on a personal note. The share food thing between rigs doesn't work for me.
Okay.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, but
Because
if
I
you're
plan my
Merrick-
food.
If you're Merrick or Fabio.
Some people do. I'm just not shying away from what works for me.
Yeah.
I don't. Plan your meals. Of course, if you guys want to get together and do a little potluck, that's cool. I'm just saying,
Mirek,
I plan my meals.
Mirek and
My
Fabio,
food.
thank you for sharing your food every time we've gone out with you. Thank you. Moving on,
My food.
gear. So the reason why we put so much like structure, for lack of a better word, to the pre-adventure is because when you're in your head thinking about the trip, things can escalate very quickly. Food is the perfect example of, wait, should I bring that? I need to bring that. I need to bring that. And then all of a sudden you're hauling around 20 cans of beans and an entire spice rack, right?
Yeah.
So it's just to get you to focus and to really consider the time frame you're going to be traveling, and then don't overcompensate for any fear of being away from your usual comforts, which is like a grocery store, gas station, convenience store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Disclaimer, I am talking about my own personal experience. What you do, you. However,
You do you, boo.
if I have one snack, that's great. You know, like if I have my meals planned and then I have, you know what, I am going to really have a treat. Bag of chips and some salsa. Boom. The most awesome thing. But I don't need M&Ms and trail mix and chips and avocado dip and Triscuits, and one snack. You'll thank me.
So again, just running through how many miles, how much gas, how much food.
Check boxes. Check,
Yep.
check.
And then estimated gallons or liters of water based on, and this will circle back.
And modify the list for you.
Yep.
This is our check. It's a great starting point, but modify it for you.
So circle back when you take your budget into consideration, you take your water into consideration. Remember, check the weather. If you're going someplace that's going to be sunny and hot and in the 80s, you need to bring more water. Okay, moving on. This is the page you say you never use.
What, notes and observations?
Yes.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
This is the adventure page.
Yeah.
Like you're actually out there doing it.
But some people like to journal to catalog their journey and to journal, and that's awesome.
Yes.
I keep it all right up here. I create memories, not things.
That's mine.
I'm being funny. I'm not. That's not. But yeah, no, this is great. A place for your journey notes.
And then to close out the planner, the kind of most important page, the page I enjoy the most, is the post-adventure, because it's the full debrief and review of what happened. So what'd you run out of?
Yep.
What
Can
did
I
you-
say my favorite part about
Yes.
this page? So my favorite part about this page is restock category. And the reason is if you're organized and you're ready to go, you'll go out more often. It's just a fact. So when you run out of something on the trail, your paprika, jot it,
30-year-old toasted paprika.
jot it down, and then restock as soon as you get home, and you'll have it in your kit,
Just
and
do
you'll
it.
be ready to go.
Do it
Yep.
immediately. Write down what you needed and did not have, and write down what you had and you did not need. It doesn't mean
Super
you
important.
doesn't mean you edit it out immediately, but it just keeps you rethinking the weight and the amount of stuff
Trim
you're
down,
carrying.
trim down. If you think about these two categories, this will lead you eventually to the optimal loadout for you. Needed and did not have, had and did not need. You will continue to refine your kit down to what is optimal.
I'm gonna grab the favorite. So
I can talk while you're gone.
No,
I can talk.
Live, Work, Wander. They stayed with us for a bit, and they edited down their. I think it was their synchro, and they left us with this one thing. Hang on.
And then the final thing is lessons learned, which is always good. Another in the category of keeping notes, you can also make notes on the maps that you bring with you if you're bringing paper maps.
So Jess and Jorge decided that they didn't need this pizza cutter, which is the NCC 1701.
Yep.
It's the 17. It's
I
not
don't
the
know.
A. It's
You
not
cannot overland without an Enterprise pizza cutter. This is
true.
essential kit. All right. That is final pay. I love that thing. I think it's great. Okay, so that's it. That is the trip planner. Again, it'll be available in the description. You can link right
Yeah.
to it, download the PDF, and
You
Enjoy.
never have to explain yourself.
I indulge and delight in explaining myself. I have a YouTube channel where all I do is explain myself. I delight in it.
Well,
This
there
is
it
why
is.
I do stuff. All right.
Yay! Free.
That's it. That's
Link
it, you
in
guys.
profile.
Hey, hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Once again, really appreciate it. This is our daily video, and we'll see you again tomorrow. A couple of quick announcements if you are still here.
Thank you.
Thank you for that. We appreciate the fact that you are still here.
you.
The Overland Bound 1 Overland app is going to the App Store on both the Google Play Store and the Apple Store this week, and it is called Overland Bound 1. So look for it. You guys will like it. It's a way to connect with our community, plus there's all kinds of cool features.
Yeah, plenty of people to throw ideas, bounce ideas off of, come up with plans, read about other people's trips, find out where they stopped. So that's our community is all about sharing that information.
They want to help you.
Yeah, so
Good.
there you go. Like and
All right, you guys.
subscribe.
Of course.
Thank you. All
right, we'll see you
Wash
tomorrow.
your hands. Keep washing your hands.
Stay safe, guys.
Thanks.